What's up, everybody? This is Jeremiah, and today we're reacting video characters that were terrible boyfriends. Part one, from my home dog, my brother B-Ski. Shout out to you, B-Ski. Much love and appreciation to you. Thank you, and also thank you, man, for just commenting on my reaction videos, bro. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, man. Just thank you. Now we all reacted to the girlfriends, the terrible girlfriends, the two-parter. I bet there's gonna be more, but we haven't talked about the boyfriends, you know. Like it goes vice versa. You know what I'm saying? There's bad boyfriends and there's bad girlfriends, and we just gotta pick out the ones that if we got daughters and and God forbid, they having boyfriends like those. I will legitimately assassinate them on GTA. I will find them in GTA and legitimately assassinate them in GTA 6. All right? Yeah, you have my word. You have my word. But we're gonna get into today. Also, guys, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications to help with the video, tune into the live streams, and join the Discord and the Patreon. Link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's sit back, relax, and let's react to this video.
Xin Chow, my niggas.
Zing Chow to you
Welcome
too,
to
basically.
a brand new series. Y'all have been asking for this series for quite some time.
Yes,
Because
we
not
have.
only did I drop Terrible Girlfriends Part 1, but I also made Terrible Girlfriends Part 2.
And the trilogy will soon suffice. And the trilogy will happen soon.
So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first episode of Characters That Were Terrible
Boyfriends. Let's go.
This series will be covering some of the worst boyfriends and husbands that I've ever seen.
Oh, husbands
Some
too?
of these guys might be cheaters.
Alright.
Some of these guys might be psychopaths. And then there's some
Lunatics
that might have done things that you didn't even think was humanly possible. So y'all know the drill. Sit back, relax, put on the tightest shirt you can find, and get ready for a show. Narrated by yours truly. Let's get into the first terrible boyfriend.
Number one. Who is it? Be? Arika Tsubaki. The fuck is this guy? Who he?
My name's Akira Tsubaki.
Akira.
If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me anything at all.
This character is from an anime and a manga called Mysterious Girlfriend X. And this story is mainly about Tsubaki and a girl named Urabe.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's this show with yeah.
And their relationship is actually very, very weird. So let's get into it. So one day after school, Tsubaki catches Urabe sleeping in the classroom.
Okay.
And when she woke up and he saw her face for the first time, he instantly fell in love with her. And as he left, he ended up seeing that she left a pile of drool on the desk. And then he proceeded
What the fudge? Why? Already we're legitly a minute and 25 seconds into this, and I'm seeing stupidity at its finest. What the heck? Why? Are you legitly tasting another person's saliva? Oh.
to taste it.
That's nasty, man.
Now this is when I knew Tsubaki wasn't gonna be a normal boyfriend.
Of
'Cause
course.
if the first thing you do after meeting someone is tasting their saliva, I just know you're not a
Not the fudge. Not the Michael Jackson. Not the Michael Jackson me. And do it again. Yo, man. Shouts in the clutch, man. Shouts in the clutch, man. Shouts to you guys.
regular person. But to my surprise, they actually end up getting together and dating.
Starting today, I'm your girlfriend, so be ready!
But Urabe
Oh,
isn't
no.
really into touching too much, and she makes this very clear on multiple occasions. But he still tries to hold her hand. Now this isn't
Don't
too
force
bad
a woman.
'cause he didn't know at this point that she wasn't a fan of physical touch.
No way.
And after she said that, it seemed like he was gonna respect her boundaries.
Yeah,
But
like
now
you
we
should.
get to our first red flag.
Oh,
'Cause
no.
after this, he goes on to try to hug her against her will.
Oh no. You could get an essay, you get a harassment for that one. You get charged for harassment for that one. No joke. You can. And you will.
And she immediately jumps.
Did she just teleport like a Super Saiyan? Like a Saiyan? I'm right here. Kamehameha. Huh?
out of his arms, pulls out a pair of scissors, and starts cutting all around him. Now, she didn't actually cut him, but this was her way of showing him that he does not need to be doing this again.
Exactly.
Never throw your arms around me without asking.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry.
But the real red flag here is that even after her telling him to not hug her without asking,
He does it again.
He tries to do this in multiple episodes. But he still
Flash
doesn't listen and tries it again in the very next episode. Then he ends up running into one of his friend's girlfriends.
12 seconds later.
And she ends up getting him to go on an ice cream date with her. Now this is still cheating in my opinion. Even though they didn't kiss or do anything crazy during this time, both of them are in a relationship, which makes this
Both of them? Okay, now that's a little weird.
whole date really bad for the both of them. But he doesn't say too much about it when he links back up with Uribe. The next thing that makes him a terrible boyfriend is he becomes really possessive over her. Cause one of Uribe's friends ends up styling her hair to show off more of her face, since she usually has that
Tonight will be the night
That I will fall for you. Might cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Delegation, no reason. Give up. I'll break that burn. I'm gonna clip that one though. So yeah.
ass haircut. She thought it would be a good change up for Uribe. And as soon as she pulled up with the fresh cut, everyone was glazing her.
I didn't recognize you, Urbasan. You look so cute when your bangs are covering your eyes.
Then when they went outside for practice, the other guys were checking her out too.
I always thought she was just a weirdo, but she just scored major points in my book.
I think I'll ask her out.
So this made Tsubaki mad, and he ended up asking her,
Are you going to wear your hair like this again tomorrow? I would prefer that you go back to your usual hairstyle.
and the reason he asked her to do this was because he didn't want anyone to see her face but him.
Oh, that's not
And
good.
this is why I try to tell people, if you're gonna date a baddie, you gotta be ready for whatever comes with it.
Absolutely. You gotta be you just have to be prepared for what's to come. Have to be prepared for what's to come. When you date a shorty that's bad like that, you gotta be ready. You see, I know you some of your friends, yo man. No joke, bro. I wanna I mean, let's even not. Let me do another one. Yo, man, she bad, bro. Like, yo, she fine, bro. And you get in the back, like, yo. I don't know what they talking about a girl like that for, bro. And you go talk to your girl like, hey, shawty, I think you should not do that. Hey, don't do that, okay? You knew what you were going to be into. You knew what you were stepping into. So you gotta be prepared, okay? Like, no joke, you gotta be prepared. You didn't find shawty like you didn't find shawty in general, regardless of race. You didn't find shawty. You gotta be prepared for what's to come with it, man. All of the guys are like, yo, bro, she mad bad, bro. Your girl mad bad, bro. If she wasn't your girl, bro, I would've been doing some. You know what I'm talking about? If you know.
She can't help that she's pretty.
Yeah.
People are going to look. If I could, I would put my girl in a full shiesty mask and have her wearing an old granny dress
All right, that's a little too much, Beasky.
every time she stepped out the crib.
Hey, that's a little too much, Beasky. That's a little too much. If my girl, oh, I don't have a girlfriend though. So let me shut up now.
But I know she's not gonna go for that.
Yeah,
so I
she
just
ain't.
gotta deal with her beauty and punch the walls until she gets back.
My fine girl leaves. It must be nice, man. It must be nice.
So she actually changes her hair for him. But then some of the people at school started taking pictures of her and selling them.
Huh?
Remember that day when Urabe changed her hair and everyone thought she was so cute? I took pictures while she wasn't looking.
Weirdo. You're a weirdo.
And even though I think Tsubaki is a bad boyfriend, I was 100% on his side when he started tweaking out over this. Cause if I seen a nigga doing a money spread with pictures of my girl that he secretly took, everyone in that school is getting
You're getting
decapitated
slimed
that
out.
day. And they were selling these pictures like they were rare Pokemon cards. And then he actually considers buying one of the pictures.
It would hurt my pride as Urabe's boyfriend to buy a...
Why you buy a picture, dog? That's weird. You should have just stopped in general. Stop the dude from. Like, you should have ripped up those pictures, throw in the trash, and like freaking went to his house and destroyed his computer, took out the stuff, and then destroyed his computer. I know it's breaking and entering, but it's justified.
picture from these guys, but I really want one.
And this kind of had me mad. cause not once did he say anything about them taking secret pictures of his girl. Then his friend says,
Don't you think that Urabe looks like Imai Momoka?
Ooh.
and this intrigued Tsubaki, so he went to go find out who this Momoka girl was. So he went to the bookstore and found the girl that they were talking about. And this nigga is damn near licking the book because of how attracted he is to her. So he ends up buying the book and running home. And as he's looking through the book, he's comparing his girl to the girl on the magazine.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's nice. Urabe never smiles like this.
Oh no, that's not
I
good.
wish she would.
Which is a terrible thing to do. I don't know
Yeah.
if this is technically cheating, but it's real close in my.
It's like watching soft corn. You know what I'm saying? It's basically watching soft corn. Like, no joke, it really is. Comparing that to your girl, you compare that lady to your girl. It's nah, fam. Nah, it's basically watching soft corn. No joke, it really is.
My opinion. So we're gonna have to add this to the list of stuff that he's done.
Add soft corn to it too.
Then he ends up hugging the book too.
Weirdo.
Freaky ass nigga!
Weirdo.
But then Urabe pulls up and asks him why he bought the magazine.
Good question.
Did you know that?
Objection. We know because that's your girl.
But she wasn't done pressing him just yet. Then she asks him,
Which one of these photos is your favorite? All of them.
now if you're a smart person, you know there is no correct answer to this question. This is like if someone asked you, hey, do you want to go to hell or super hell?
What? What? Huh?
There's no good outcome either way. But he chooses the worst possible answer.
Well, I think my favorite one would have to be this one.
No! No! No!
This Nick, I don't have a girlfriend, but I knew for a fact I won't be doing this kind of stuff. No. I don't have a girlfriend, but I will never do this type of stuff. I would have said, well, shoot, you guys can debate me in the comments, please. I would have said you, or I just would have thrown that picture out. But guess what? I will not do this kind of stuff because I trust my girlfriend, which I do not have, by the way. But I would trust my girlfriend if I had one, right? If I had one. This is a complete red flag. This is like, what, the third or fifth red flag that he has done? Maybe even seventh. We don't know, but we are legitimately analyzing this. This is terrible. This is a bad situation that he has put himself in. If she breaks up with him, by all means, that's justified, because the heck is this dude doing?
Then she grabs her scissors and cuts up the entire book.
That's right, she's
You're
at
supposed
least
to
you
be my
should.
boyfriend, so you don't need to worship an idol who looks like me.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't know how she's still with him right now, to be honest. I've never dated a guy before, but I'm pretty sure after him touching me without my consent multiple times, cheating on me,
I would have called the police.
being overly possessive,
I would call
and then
police.
buying a book of a girl
Not the police, but I would put a restraining order on him for like, hey, do that one more time, dog. You're getting a restraining order.
who looks like me and having a favorite picture of this same
Not
girl.
because you're touching
I would
3
be done
times.
with that.
The next day.
Tsubaki ends up going back to the bookstore and buying another magazine.
This dude don't learn his lesson. My goodness, this dude don't learn his lesson. Stop buying these magazines, fam. Stop. What is wrong with this dude?
With the same girl in it.
I'll read it as soon as I get home. But I have to make sure that
I kid you not. This is really becoming an addiction. No joke.
Urabe doesn't find out.
Next,
I'm
please.
watching this as
And
it
as he's walking out the
unfolds.
store, ready to get his goon session started, he runs into a girl. And turns out, this is a girl he used to have a crush on back when he was in middle school. Now, you would think after the amount of times he's taken L's, he would finally lock in and realize that he needs to be faithful to his girl.
Yes.
But then she asks him,
I'd love to know if you have a girlfriend.
You should say, I do. I don't have one though, but I do. Yeah, I do.
and at first he thinks about it. Then he thinks about his own girlfriend. Then he says,
No, I don't have one.
Hold on, I gotta do the same thing what Will Smith and Uncle Phil and Carlton did.
about it. Then he thinks about his
Watch.
own girlfriend. Then he says,
No, I don't have one.
just go ahead and burn this dude at the stake.
Oh, yeah, this man doesn't deserve to have a girlfriend, man.
Man, mind y'all, he hasn't seen this girl since middle school, and
I
he
mean, it's
switched
that.
up on his girlfriend immediately. And then they end up sitting down and she starts really rizzing him up.
Oh no.
I'd like to get together and talk every now and then.
And he says one of the craziest things I've ever heard a character say.
If you let me taste your drool?
No! No. Beasky. I gotta have a talk with you. I gotta have a talk with you in the comments, man. Because I don't understand what the actual heck is this dude doing. This dude should leave. Nah, this dude should not have a girlfriend for the rest of his life. Until he needs to understand the fact that he's in a committed relationship. What the actual heck is this dude doing with a girlfriend? I don't got a girlfriend. And I know for a fact I should not be acting like this. I won't be acting like this. Girl, talk to me. You're not my girlfriend. Move. Woman, talk to me. You're not my wife. Move. You're not my shorty. Get out of my face. You're not talking to me. Get out my face. You're not my wife. So you're not my girlfriend. I will slap you in the face because you're not my girlfriend. Oh wait. Let me take that back. But if you're not my girlfriend, leave me alone. I will call my girl and she will come fight you. No joke. I will legitimately do that. All right.
I'd be happy to meet you from time to time if that's okay with you.
And he was really about to do it too. But then he started finally remembering that he has a girlfriend.
I just lost control for a second. I really can't taste your drool. Please just forget that I asked that.
But sadly for Tsubaki, you are still going on this list. And after this scene, I actually stopped watching this anime. Because it got really weird. But I still think I've seen enough. He cheated on his girl, constantly tried to touch her against her will, compared his girl to another girl, bought 2 magazines of another girl, denied having a girlfriend, then almost tasted another girl's saliva, all while still being very possessive over the girl that he has. I think I made my point. All right, time for the next one.
Nabazu.
So, will you
I haven't watched the movie. I know. I haven't please. I haven't watched the movie. But hey, that scene where she says, I'm gonna do the thing. No, don't do that. I thought we were having a nice date. Did I do well? You know, 1 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? If I did well, I did well. You know, I'll be a high level actor. You know what I'm saying? Yo, shout me out in the world, man. Shout me out in Hollywood. You know.
promise me something?
Yes.
No more weird stuff. All right.
Wait,
Bear's from a movie that actually came out not too long ago. It's called Obsession. And this nigga right here is the epitome of a terrible person. And I normally don't get too worked up over these kind of movies, but Bear really had me wanting to jump through my screen and
oh yeah.
And because I know some of y'all wanted me to do a full movie review on Obsession, I'm gonna try to explain this character and also explain the movie as best as I can. So let's get into it. So the first thing we see is Bear and his friends at a diner. And while they are here, Bear is practicing how he's going to confess his feelings for a girl that he likes named Nikki. And not gonna lie, Bear does not have an ounce of Riz in his blood.
Dang.
Chill. You loser. Maybe you.
So I can see why he wanted to practice. So Bear ends up going home one night and seeing that his cat died. So after his cat's death, Bear is super sad, which makes sense. I remember when my first pet died, it had me so sad I was willing to make a deal with the Orochimaru just to bring them back.
No,
but
that's not a good idea.
Home, Nikki ends up calling him.
Hey.
Wow, you were so lucky. Tay was so busy.
And I was hoping he was about to put the Riz on her that he's been practicing, but he missed the open shot. So he ends up going to the store to get Nikki a necklace. But then he ends up seeing something called a one-wish willow.
Oh no.
And this thing is supposed to grant you 1 wish if you break it.
That looks like something from the 1950s, no joke.
But of course, Bear doesn't really think this is real, but he buys it anyway. So then Bear and his friends go out to a bar, and after this, Bear ends up taking his friend Nikki back to her house. And while they are in the car, Bear's doing everything but telling her how he feels about her.
You know, you're the only person that I get to really talk to about this stuff.
You're too.
Bear was really missing every open shot he got, and he just keeps missing, because even when they finally get to her house, he is about to tell her something, then
I lost my train of thought.
And this nigga just keeps missing, because then he says,
Night, Freaky Nikki.
As my boy D Green once said, Weirdo! 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 Weirdo!
Ew, don't call me that.
I know, I was kidding.
You know I don't like that.
Sorry.
And not gonna lie, if I failed this many times to rizz up a girl in one day, I'ma just go ahead and drive my dumb ass home and move to a new country. Cause this is
and start over. Start
But
over.
before Nikki goes inside, she asks Bear.
Do you like me?
Say yes.
Because if you do, now's the time to tell me.
And this was the perfect
Yes.
opportunity for him to
Say
finally
yes.
confess his feelings. She was setting him up for the perfect alley-oop. And then this nigga says,
I think we're good friends.
This motherfucker! No!
yeah, just give it up, gang. This is so many missed shots, this gotta be a world record. So after this historically bad
Kyle
performance,
Kuzma. Hey, next time, Beasky, put freaking Ben Simmons here, okay? Put Ben Simmons here, alright?
he used
At least Kyle Kuzma could shoot.
the one wish Willow.
I wish Nikki Freeman loved me more than anyone in the fucking world.
And once he does this, this is the start of Bear's downfall into one of the worst boyfriends ever. So Nikki appears back at his car and asks him,
I did just lose my cat, Bear.
Oh, wait. I mean, you lost your cat.
now any normal person would find this weird, but instead of driving off, Bear continues to talk to her and laugh at her weird actions. Then she hops in his car and starts crying.
My dad's dying.
I'm sorry?
Nikki, no. I'm so sorry.
Then she immediately flips the switch and says,
Can we go, please?
Where do you want to go?
now y'all know if this was me, I would have kicked her ass out the car and called the nearest mental
Facts.
facility because clearly one of their patients has escaped. But Bear actually took her back to his house.
That's a
then
bad
they start
idea.
kissing.
What the fuck?
Nah, she gotta get out the crib immediately. I gave Bear a few passes already, but this is where he should have locked in and left her alone for good.
I'm sorry. I thought I saw something.
Oh my god,
It was a panic attack.
So after she freaked out, Bear went on the computer to see if the One Wish Willows actually work. But the reviews were mixed, so he really didn't get the answer he was looking for.
50-50,
So he ends
damn.
up going back to sleep.
All right, next
But when
day.
he wakes up, he sees that Nikki has gotten his dead cat out the trash, and she made an entire shrine for this cat. And instead of kicking her out his house, he brushes it off and ends up going to work with her.
Why? Why?
And while he's at work, he's telling his friend about what's happened. And he also tells his friend that her dad has cancer. And while they are talking, Nikki is staring at
They're at
them
the same
whole
job?
time. So after work, Nikki ends up coming over to Bear's house and apologizing for the way she's been acting. Then she asks him,
Do you have feelings for me?
Yeah, I do.
and they are hanging out with each other all day 24/7. Then they end up
At work
going on
too?
a
Come
dinner
on
date.
now.
And Bear asks about her dad.
How's your dad doing?
Can we not talk about that?
Which
Oh,
is
here comes
weird,
the famous
'cause
scene.
You think if your dad had cancer, you would be pretty concerned about him. But then Bear's friend Ian called him and told him,
I looked into Nikki's dad having cancer, and he's healthy as a baby. He's been to work like every day.
so this made Bear's dumbass finally realize that Nikki is acting weird. But then Nikki tells him,
I don't think I could live
Here comes the
without
famous
you.
now
line.
this is also another red flag.
Yep.
These niggas started dating literal days ago, and she's already saying that she can't live without him. But now it's time for Bear to actually use his brain. So he asks her,
Does your dad really have cancer?
and this causes Nikki
Yep.
to absolutely tweak out.
No, 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 don't do that! I thought we were having a nice day.
We are.
Why does
Another
it
red
matter?
flag
I
is
thought
more
we were
about
having a
Bear.
nice
It's also at this point that I
day.
think Bear knows that the wish has come true. So after this, they go home, and Bear is getting freaky with her.
Whoa, okay.
And it's pretty clear at this point that Nikki is not her normal self. She made a shrine for his dead cat. She started spazzing out at dinner, and Bear still thinks it's nothing wrong with continuing to date her and get freaky with her without her actual consent. And this is probably the hardest part to watch, because y'all know I'm a big advocate for consent. And in my opinion,
That's
if
what I
someone
mean.
isn't in their right mind or they aren't willingly agreeing to engage in sexual acts, my wiener is staying in my pants until further notice.
Well, for me, I should say wait until you're married. Yes, wait till marriage. Wait till marriage.
This is also the biggest reason I put him on this list. Once he started to realize what was going on with Nikki, and he still continues to force the relationship. So I had to add him to this list. And I know this isn't the point of this video, but doesn't Bear look a lot like Charlie Kirk?
Let's not talk. Dang it, Beasky, come on. Let's not talk about that.
But when he wakes up, Nikki isn't in the bed. She's in the corner of the room watching him sleep.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not. Whoa. That's some extraterrestrial nonsense right there. That's freaking creepy as heck. No joke.
I feel like you don't love me as much as I do.
Then she just jumps in the bed like nothing ever happened. Then the next day, she apologizes for all the weird behavior she's been doing.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Okay, good.
So after they make up, Bear looks at the door and she has duct taped the entire door.
I'm sorry. What the fudge?
Shut.
If you're having trouble with the door, maybe you should just stay home.
No, I got it.
And I have no idea how this nigga managed to open this door. Duct tape is strong as hell and he did this with one arm. But in typical dumbass Bear fashion, he ignored the giant elephant in the room and went to work.
Bye, Bear.
But now we see that Nikki is trying to show Bear signs that she isn't in control of her body. He opens up the lunch that Nikki packed him, and in the lunch are two pictures. One picture says you, and the other picture says not me. So now we see that Nikki is becoming very aware that something isn't right with her. But Bear is still trying his best to ignore it. Then he eats his sandwich and continues to talk to his friend Sarah. And then he realizes that Nikki put pieces of his dead cat in.
Oh my goodness! Squidward!
What's up, everybody? Enjoying the video? That's great. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and turn on the notifications to know when I upload another video. Also, tune into the live streams. We're live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. So choose which platform that fits best for you. Also, join the Discord and the Patreon, link in the description down below. And most of you guys are watching the videos but not subscribed. If you like the video so much, why not subscribe? It's free. All that, let's get back into the video. Oh my gosh!
Inside the sandwich. And I don't know how he didn't catch this sooner. I don't know what seasonings Nikki put on this cat meat, but he was low-key enjoying it for a little bit.
Just
so after all
smashing
these red flags, he finally decides to call the company that makes the One Wish Willows.
I would like to cancel.
You'd like to file a cancel request?
Yes, a cancel request.
That don't work.
What?
There's no way out of this one.
You're done.
You're done.
So at this point, it's clear that Bear knows that Nikki isn't in control of her body or her actions. But Bear is still trying to ignore it. Then the worker ends up putting Nikki on the phone.
Do you want to speak to her?
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is where Bear officially becomes a member of the terrible boyfriend list and also a member of the stupid idiot list. Because once he acknowledges that she is not in control of her body, he still continues to do the things he's been doing with her. So they end up going to a party and playing a game with their friends. And Nikki ends up tweaking out and becoming normal Nikki for a second. And while this is happening, Bear is just sitting there. Then she ends up bashing her head and bleeding. And instead of taking her to a mental evaluation or taking her to the nearest priest for an exorcism, he takes her home again. And Bear is trying to talk to Nikki about being normal.
I can't be Nikki.
Just be Nikki!
I can't.
So after accepting that Nikki's love wasn't real, Bear was like,
I knew it was fake. I knew it.
Since the
Then
beginning.
Nikki started moving like she was possessed. Once again, another red flag ignored.
First off, I would just call. I gotta call the priest, man. You just gotta yeah.
If I see my girl moving like this, I'm getting 2 gallons of holy water, mixing it with some bleach, and dumping it all over her just like she won the Super Bowl.
My man, get the Bible, all right?
So while they are sleeping, Bear gets a text from his friend Sarah asking to meet up. And as he's walking out to leave the house, we hear the real Nikki say,
She's sleeping. It's me.
You are you, Nikki.
Shh. Please don't wake her up.
Then Bear has the nerve to ask her,
What's so bad about being with me?
I've never been with you, Bear.
Then he just walks out. And this really pissed me off, because there's actually a ton of reasons not to date you. 1, you're a complete idiot.
Yes.
2, she doesn't even like you for real.
Yes.
3, you've been dating her against her will.
Yes.
4, she bashed her head in and you sat there watching.
Yes.
5, you've had sex with her knowing she isn't in control of her actions. But let me calm down and continue. So Bear goes to meet with Sarah, and I know this isn't the biggest mistake Bear made, but if you got a girl and you go meet up at night with another girl who clearly likes you while your girl is sleeping, that's not a good look for you as a boyfriend.
That is not a good look, and that's a bad idea you can do.
I honestly want to see an x-ray of Bear's brain at this point, because I know they're gonna have to zoom in like 34 times just to see where his brain is. So while Bear is low-key cheating, the Willow Nikki wakes up, and now she's ready to eliminate anyone in the way. So she ends up breaking the window and killing Sarah. And in typical dumbass Bear fashion, he doesn't say anything or go out to help.
Fam, do something! Do something!
He just sits there and watches Nikki kill his friend. And Bear just continues to piss me off, because then he helps her dispose of Sarah's body. I know Sarah was pissed at Bear looking down from heaven like,
Fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb? Are you fucking dumb?
So Bear finally decides to try to Uno reverse the actions of the Willow.
I bet you that's not
by
gonna
going
work.
back to the shop that he bought it at.
I need to reverse it.
No. No.
I need to reverse it.
So Bear tries to break another Willow to stop the wish, but I guess he used up all his strength to open up that duct tape door, but it did not work. So he goes and takes the Willow to his friend Ian, in hopes that Ian will be able to reverse the wish.
You can make a wish, and you can make one wish, and it is real and it will work.
But Bear must have forgotten that he's the only dumb one in this movie.
Oh, shoot.
So Ian ended up wishing for $1 billion, and it worked too.
Hey, you billionaire, it's like Elon Musk. Well, Elon Musk is a trillionaire now, but you billionaire just like it's like Jeff Bezos. Just like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, and also Bill Gates. I'm sorry for the train of thought, but those like those three, not Elon Musk. Elon Musk is a trillionaire now, so I mean, hey, you can work to that one.
Ian had
It's all
this thing looking
yours.
like a music video for a rap song. They could have had some tough ass music playing too. This really would have been a crazy aura farming pick for the IG.
I wish for $1 billion.
Money over friends. Have y'all seen my daughter? Tell Nikki stop capping. I'm cutting.
But now Bear gotta go home to Nikki's crazy ass. And when he gets home, Nikki is wearing Sarah's clothes and even copied her tattoos. And this is when Ian shows up, because he's super excited that he got all this money now.
Money on.
And Nikki ends up shooting him as soon as he walked in the door.
Dang.
But now he finally wants to leave her.
He can't spend his billions. That's crazy.
So he decided to go in the restroom and pop every pill he can. And Bear goes out to go see her, and they start making faces at each other, like it's not 2 dead corpses in the house right now. And as soon as he died, Nikki snapped out of it for good. And I just know Nikki is going straight to jail, and they're not gonna believe any explanation she can give. Bear really messed up Ian's life, Sarah's life,
and
his
his
own life, and worst of all, Nikki's life.
Man, my boy Ian can't spend his billions no more. He got shot. Aw,
She
Ian.
was aware of everything that happened. She just wasn't in control of her actions. And even though she tried multiple times to tell Bear, he ignored it every single time.
Yep.
He still slept with her, he still dated her, and he never tried to get her any real help. So for that, I gotta put him on the list.
Yep.
All right, time for the next one.
Number 3. You can say that, yes, I agree. Terrible. And he's a maniac. And he's a psycho. And he's a sociopath. And he's a maniac. And he's a monster.
Now I think we all know who the Joker.
All right, hold on. Let's go back to the Joker. Let's show you variations of him.
Now
all right. This is the first one. You know, the classic. You know, the cartoon one. Yeah. Oh, that's a classic one too, right here. Oh, good one right here. Good one. Also a good one right here. 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 Also a good one. Oh, a fantastic one right here. Heath, bro. Peak Joker. Trash, 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 trash. Don't know. Funny. I don't know. Trash, 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 trash. Pretty good. He's pretty good. Don't care.
I think we all know who the Joker is.
And also, video game, which is pretty good. Kids, no. He might be good. He might be
He's
good.
probably one of the most notorious.
And also, Nah, shut up, garbage, basura. 2019 one was great. The other one, the sequel of it, terrible. No. The game one,
Villains
fine.
within the DC universe. This dude has done quite possibly every single crime in the book. But what I don't see a lot
Even
of people
far first,
mentioning
even
is his
like
relationship with the character named Harley Quinn. And if you don't know about Harley Quinn, she didn't start off as Harley Quinn. She was originally Harleen Quinzel.
She worked at a psychiatric facility. Yeah.
And at this facility, she met the Joker.
Oh no.
And at first, it kind of seemed like she was helping him process things and get better. But then we find out that the Joker was just lying and getting her to fall in love with him. And he did this so he could control her. And they aren't technically together right now, but this is still strike one for him in my opinion. Then after he breaks out, he ends up completely frying Harley's brain. And after this, she was down bad for him. It didn't matter what he did or—
Oh, Mr. J. Oh, wait, was that a good one? That was a good one. Oh, Mr. J, you a kidder. That was a good one. That was a good one, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a great one, but it was a good one, though. It was a good one, though, you know?
What he asked her to do, she was gonna do it. If he asked her to jump, she would ask how high. If he asked her to run, she would ask how fast. I'm sure if he asked her to throw that ass in a circle, she'd ask how many circles. And this is also where she adopted the name Harley Quinn. So after the Joker realized that he could control his girlfriend to do anything he wanted, he was like,
we fucking got him.
Oh, jeez, man.
Now, before I really get into this segment, I do want to point out that these two people are both very, very, very insane. And even though Harley commits crimes after meeting the Joker, I think the Joker is the main problem in this relationship.
Especially Joker when he's not laughing. Oh my gosh.
Because Harley actually enjoys the Joker, but on the other hand, the Joker could care less about Harley. He's just using her for various things.
And he cares about himself as well.
So now that we got the lore out the way, I want to show y'all some of the worst things the Joker has done while being in this incredibly toxic relationship with Harley Quinn. So I'm gonna start off with
the spaceship breakup in the comics.
So in one of Batman's first comics, the Joker sends Harley Quinn to go get Batman. But the Joker knows that Harley isn't gonna be able to defeat him. So he literally sent her out to have her ass beat. And while she's getting beat up by Batman, the Joker literally says to one of his boys, "Remind me to send Harley some flowers once Batman is done using her for a punching bag." So this is obviously pretty bad. Sending your girl to fight a 6'2", 210-pound superhero who is trained in every single martial art form is a terrible idea.
Oh.
So when Harley gets back from getting beat up, the Joker is lying his ass off, acting like he was looking for her this whole time. Then we find out that the Joker took her home, then drugged her. And when she woke up, she was inside a spaceship that was locked from the inside by the Joker.
Oh,
and as she's looking for the
no.
Joker, he ends up popping up on the computer screen in the rocket ship. And she's banging on the door trying to get out. And his explanation for doing this to her is that he thinks the relationship is getting in the way of his plans. So instead of breaking up with her, he launches her into outer space.
Oh, man.
And he's laughing this entire time, by the way. All right, time for the next toxic event.
Mad love. More like insane.
So as we all know, Batman is the Joker's biggest op. They've been beefing for so long that I forgot
Since
why
the
this beef
40s.
even started. But during the Batman animated series, Harley comes up with the idea to capture Batman and kill him to impress the
famous
Joker.
famous scene.
And she got this man Batman upside down, chained up over a tank of piranhas. And even though Batman is seconds away from getting his head bit off, he's still trying to tell Harley,
"The Joker doesn't love anything except himself. Wake up, Harleen. He had you pegged for hired help the minute you walked into Arkham."
But she's not trying to hear that at all. So she gets on the phone and calls the Joker to tell him that she got Batman tied up.
Yeah. Batman, eh? No, you don't say.
You have who tied up where?
And this made the Joker instantly drive off to go see for himself.
Yep.
And Harley is thinking she's about to finally get some real love from the Joker now.
Oh, but yet she gonna see something different.
But when he shows up, he was pissed.
Hi, Bud! You're just in time to see the
Because even though she accomplished their main goal, the Joker wanted to be the one to do it, so he ended up pushing her through the window of a 5-story building. And he made sure to wait until she hit the ground to walk off too.
And don't call me Puddin'.
All right, time for the next toxic event.
Flowers for Harley.
So during this comic, Harley and the Joker are going through some problems. So Harley pulled up on the Joker while he was doing his daily evil routine. But this time the Joker was actually nice to Harley. He ended up getting her some flowers.
Oh no.
Which made Harley feel really good for a change. But as he's getting the flowers for her, this nigga pulls out a gun from inside the flowers and shoots her in her chest. And after that, all he says is, "This evening is off to a wonderful start." I think y'all can see why I put this guy in this video. But just in case you're not convinced yet, I got one more example of just how toxic the Joker can be.
Oh, not the Joker with the ripped off skin. Dang, nabbit. That's ugh.
So during this comic, the Joker has taken a hiatus from being his normal evil self. But when he came back to Gotham, he had a new plan. And that plan was to eliminate everyone in the Bat family. So he pulled up on Harley and acted like he was happy to see her. And of course, she was happy to see him too. And the first thing he does is tell her there's something on her face. Then proceeds to punch her in the face as a joke. And this wasn't a little playful punch. He damn near knocked her out. Then he gets a blade and goes to cut her mouth. But then Harley finally locks in and pulls out a gun on the Joker. And this had me happy as hell. I was reading this like,
"Kill that boy!
Kill that boy! Kill that boy!"
But of course, she doesn't shoot him and ends up doing what he wants again. And this led to the Joker chaining her up because he thought that she knew secrets about the Bat family that she wasn't telling him. Then he tied her up to a bed and was going to dip her entire body in toxic chemicals. But she ended up grabbing him and pulling him in and jumping out. But the Joker was like,
I'm not finished.
So he ended up commanding his pet hyenas to attack her. Yes, that's right. This nigga has trained pet hyenas. And as if this isn't bad enough, then he goes to fight her himself, which ends up in him beating her so bad that he was able to drag her to a basement and chain her up again. And he left her here to die alongside all the people that he's tortured and killed. And there's honestly way too many times the Joker has abused, killed, and mistreated Harley that I really can't even fit them all into one video. But I think I made my point clear. Joker is one of the worst boyfriends of all time.
Yes,
all right,
absolutely.
Time for the last one.
Down by Forza.
I need you to be better.
Andrew what?
For the both of us, I really do.
Andrew Winchester? What's
This guy comes from a book called The Housemaid, which was eventually turned into a movie. And when I watched this movie, I was truly shocked at just how crazy this entire story is. So let's get into it.
The setup. I don't know this movie, so BC has to teach me
So the
about
movie
this.
starts off from the point of view of a girl named Millie.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
And she just finished a 15-year prison sentence, and she is currently looking for a place to work. But then she eventually gets hired by a woman named Nina, who is the wife to Andrew. And when she pulls up to Nina's house, Nina gives her the rundown on what she's going to be doing while she's working there.
Light cooking, if you're up for that.
Oh, absolutely. I love to cook.
Amazing. And then you would be helping me with my daughter.
So the next day, Millie is working, and Andrew and their daughter Cece walk in.
Hello?
Oh, hey. Hi, you met Millie. Millie's gonna be living with us, and she's gonna be helping with the cooking and the cleaning.
So the next day, Millie wakes up and gets ready to go to work, but the door won't open.
I'm sorry?
But she finally opens the door, and this is when she realizes that Nina is downstairs tweaking.
Where are they? Where what? My PTA notes for the meeting tonight. They were right here on the counter, and now they're not here. Where are they?
I didn't see any notes.
Bullshit!
I was like, what did you say fuck me for?
So now Nina is pointing the blame at Millie for something that Millie didn't even do. But Andrew ends up calming her down after he talks to her. So the next thing that happens is Nina calls Millie to go pick up Cece from ballet class. But when Millie drives to the ballet class to get her, Cece has no idea what Millie is doing there.
Hi. Cece, hey, I'm here to pick you up.
I'm spending the night at Emma's.
So when she goes back home, Nina tells her,
I told you Cece was having a sleepover tonight. There was no
you
need
didn't.
to make a scene.
so none of this is really adding up. Millie is super confused right now because Nina is telling her one thing, but then doing something else. So that night, Millie ends up going to the theater room and watching a movie. And then Andrew pulls up to watch it with her. Now this is the first time we see Andrew doing anything suspicious. But then Nina catches them and she is pissed about seeing this.
What are you doing up?
What do you mean? I can say the same about you.
I'm watching Family Feud.
At 2 a.m.?
So the next day, Millie overhears Nina's friends talking about Nina's past.
After what she did, and how many months she spent in that awful psych ward.
9 months.
So now Millie is convinced that Nina is tripping because none of what she's saying is making sense. And now they just found out that Nina was in a mental hospital for 9 months. So after all that, the story starts getting really, really crazy because Millie ends up finding a bunch of medicine in their cabinet. And this medicine is used to treat psychosis, which is kind of what Nina has been demonstrating. Then one night, Millie hears Nina and Andrew arguing. So she goes downstairs to check on them.
Are you okay?
Whoa.
What?
But wait!
There's more.
Then at the ballet center, Millie finds out that
Nina Winchester tried to drown her kid in a bathtub. What?
Huh?
But wait!
There's more.
There's more!
Then Andrew takes Millie on a date that was
Whoa, that's a red flag number 2 right there. What the heck this dude doing?
supposed to be for Nina. And this is where we start to see how terrible of a person Andrew is. Because this extravagant ass date is basically cheating on Nina.
Yes.
And he even gets them hotel rooms.
Whoa, that's not a good idea too.
Then Millie gets a text from Nina. But Andrew is like,
But anywho.
And then they start getting extremely freaky in this hotel room. And after they finish their freakathon, Andrew says,
This is gonna sound really cheesy, but I didn't think anybody could look so beautiful in the morning.
and under normal circumstances, this would have been elite hoops. But this nigga got a whole wife and a kid.
Yeah,
so we gotta
that's
throw
red flag
a
number
flag
3.
on the plate right here.
And
So
4 and
far,
5.
Andrew has cheated twice now. So that's enough for me to put him on this list. But don't worry, I got more evidence to bring to the table.
Nina's replacement.
Let's see. Back to the house. Instead of acting normal, or at least brushing their teeth, they start kissing again. Then he picks her up and takes her upstairs. And they don't show us what they did, but I know for a fact they were up there having Freakathon Part 2. But then Nina shows up and she apologizes for everything.
I'm very sorry about last night.
As you
and
should.
I should not be left alone with my phone.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so
It's okay.
So Millie is thinking everything is good now.
12 seconds later.
Oh.
You know, you took her to the city. I know you used the hotel room.
Please leave my house.
So now Millie and Andrew are living their best lives after they just kicked Nina out. But then one day, as they were about to start the 3rd episode of their Freakathon, Millie passed out due to something that he put in her drink.
Oh,
and when she
no.
woke up the next day, she was confused as hell because everything in the room was gone. And when she went to leave, the door was locked.
Andrew, can you open the door? Can you let me out?
I will. Just not yet.
Then we see that Nina is in her car, and instead of crying, she's extremely happy right now. And this confused me, because girl, you just got cheated on 3 times, and he just kicked you out the crib. I would have been in that car in shambles. But Nina was like, But then we get a flashback to when Nina was younger. And turns out Nina met Andrew at work after she gave birth to Cece. And he rizzed her up during this time in order to lure her back into the same house they are in now. And he locked her in the same room Millie is stuck in.
I'm here.
Andy, it's locked.
And then we see just how crazy Andrew is.
I need you to pluck 100 hairs from your scalp with the roots intact.
And since she wanted to get out of this room, she actually ends up doing it. But this still wasn't enough for Andrew.
One of the strands didn't have a follicle, so you have to start again.
Then Andrew finally lets her free, but she passed out due to whatever Andrew had put inside of her drink. And when she woke up, Andrew had put Cece in the tub to drown her, then called the police so they would think that Nina was the one responsible for drowning her own daughter. And that's why she was taken to the mental hospital that her friends were talking about. Then Andrew picks her up, and from there he mentally tortures her every day after that. And when she tried to escape again, he ended up sending her right back to the facility. So Nina came up with the plan to find someone else to take her place, and that person was Millie.
Open the door, Andrew.
Sydney Sweeney.
Now I do agree that this was foul for Nina to do, but this nigga Andrew is a complete lunatic. And Andrew is treating Millie just how he did Nina. But this time he asks her,
Take this piece right here in my hand and you're gonna carve 21 lines into your stomach.
I don't think I need to explain how crazy it is to lock up your new girlfriend and tell her to cut her own stomach. Then we get a flashback to when Millie was arrested. And turns out, she was actually arrested for killing a guy that was forcing himself on her friend. And I don't see nothing wrong with what she did. That's just karma for assaulting somebody. But this still got her locked up.
Oh yeah, the dynamic duo. Let's get it.
So she ends up eventually cutting her stomach, and this causes Andrew to open up the door. So as he goes to hug Millie, she locks in, grabs the same blade she used to cut her stomach, and stabbed him right in the neck. Then he tried to grab her, but she kicked him right in the stomach. Then she closed the door and locked him in there. But Millie wasn't done getting her get back. She gave him a taste of his own medicine. She gave him some pliers and told him,
I need you to pull out your front tooth.
But he refused to do it. So she started pouring gas all over the floor because she was about to light this whole house on fire. So he seen how crazy she was and ended up actually pulling his tooth out.
It did it.
That's a chipped tooth.
But Millie was like,
I don't
really feel like it.
So she ended up going to chill and watching some movies in his theater room. But then Nina pulled back up because she wanted to come back to free Millie from the upstairs room. But she didn't know Millie wasn't in there anymore.
Nina, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh no.
So much.
So now Andrew is free and he's ready to abuse both of his girls. Then she ran out the house. So he chases after her, but he can't find her. Then he goes upstairs to confront Nina, and he's trying to riz her up in order to win her back.
Really?
He was so cute.
And I don't know why he thought this was gonna work. He's all bloody, and it looks like he just tried to take a bite out of a concrete slab. Then he goes to push her, but she dodges it. But this was really an alley-oop to set up for Millie to come and push him down the stairs. And that's the end of Andrew. I know as soon as he died, he went straight to hell. And Bear was probably right down there with him. The actions this man did was crazy. Luring women into a torture chamber in his house, cheating on his wife, trying to frame Nina for drowning her own daughter,
that's
constantly
wild.
drugging his wife and his girlfriend, and then trying to kill them both after he got caught, gotta solidify him as one of the most terrible people of all time.
Yep.
But that's the last character I wanted to talk about. I know I've been pump faking this series for a while, so I appreciate y'all for waiting. And if you can think of any other characters that I should add to this list, drop them in the comments. But I'm tired of talking to y'all. Cue my outro music.
Yeah. But shout out to Sabisky for this one. Yeah, these were some terrible boyfriends, especially that last one. Joker, we been there. We been there. But this guy, the last one was like, what the fuck is this? What the heck? Hey man, he got what he deserved. But again, shout out to BC again for this video. Make sure you down below. Follow me on all socials. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the video. Tune into the live streams. Share this video with your friends. And also, join us Discord and Patreon. Link in the description down below. With all being said, this is Jeremiah. God bless you all. Jesus loves you all. Repent, be saved. And do not be like these boyfriends. Please don't. Peace.